Good evening, folks, and hello. Welcome to edition 2 of Random Writing Prompts. I am here tonight solo. Mike is doing something, probably getting ready for dental surgery later this week. I don't know. But here we are. The Patriots are in the AFC Championship game, so all is right with the world once again. And I will give it a couple of minutes to see if anybody shows up before we hit the random number generator and find out what our genre is going to be. And if you are out there, if there's anybody out there, just say hi in the chat so I know I'm not talking to myself. It wouldn't be the first time, but there's no reason to dwell on it. Okay, myself it is. Woohoo! I can do this by myself. I often do. Cool. Mike, you don't get a voice in this, man. Good Broncos. All right. See a couple other folks. I don't know if they're on Twitter or YouTube, but hello and welcome wherever you are. We're just giving it probably another 30 seconds or so. And then we'll see what our genre is for the evening. And if you were here last week, please let me know. I know Mike was. Mike, you don't have to tell me you were here. That's fine. I can talk to myself in a supermarket all day and it's perfectly fun. I mean, people look at me funny, but it's very weird just kind of talking to yourself in front of a camera without having, Mike on the other side to just say things, mean things at me. But, okay, let's see. I'm going to share a screen with you. So here is the random number generator. And I'm going to hit this twice. We don't want 16, 27. Okay, and now we are going to go to the writing prompt generator and hit 27. 4, 16, military fiction. Yay. I don't know what that does for anybody or not, but military fiction it is. Let me just put this in here. And if you're like me and you don't know what military fiction is, you go to our good friends Google and say military fiction tropes. And let's see. And I will share this screen with you here in a sec. Something comes up. The only bad thing about doing this live is I can't have all this ready. My apologies. And something went wrong on your end. No kidding. All right, let's see what Reddit has to say. I won't read it to you, but I'll let you see it. Dark, gritty atmosphere, even grimdark, sure. Grueling, endless grinds, forced marches, sieges that go on for months. I guess part of it's going to depend on what the writing prompt generator says. Magic is exclusively a tool of chaos and destruction, or maybe a luxury for the rich, but never useful for relieving the suffering of the above civilians. Okay. So I'll leave that up there for a minute for you to take a look at. And EL, good evening. She's already writing. Look at you. Well ahead of things. But thanks for coming, EL. Appreciate it, man. And I will, let's see, hopefully you've got what you need off that now. And one more, go back to this. And let's find out what our writing prompt is for tonight. A lone soldier wakes up in a war-torn bunker with no memory of who they are or how they got there, only a cryptic message scrawled on the wall: escape is not an option, survival is. So I guess you can put this in any time, any place you want. I generally like to copy this and put it on my page so I don't have to keep looking at a different screen. I will leave that up there for you for a while. And I'm going to go over here and start a countdown timer. And if you all have something to write on, and we'll talk to you a little bit later. 30 minutes, go. And I can see the chat. If anybody wants to put anything in there, I'll respond to that as I see it. 'Thank you, Yale. Where would we be without Yale? Thank you, man. You're right. I should have done that. It's only the second time I've done this. I forget some things sometimes. Appreciate that, my friend. Do your action sequence, man. Mike isn't on screen because he is. He said he's participating. He's writing. I guess he can't be doing the two things at once, and I think he's prepping himself for dental surgery or something later in the week. He wants to limit his exposure to cameras, I guess. $15,000 for a novella. You're just about done. How are people doing? Things going well? New genre for anybody? Yeah, it is quiet when people are working, man. Sorry. I get people talk too much when I'm writing. It drives me nuts. I can't write with music or anything. But if you want me to chat, I can chat. I gotta look up something though. Yeah. No, I don't want to narrate, man. I think this is more EL style of writing than mine, but whatever. It's good. It's nice to be able to swear. Mikey suggests that we should have a soundtrack or something during the next one of these. What do y'all think? I don't know how I would go about doing that, but I can certainly try if you all think that'd be something you would want to have some music on next time. Not this time, obviously. 15 minutes left, about 15 and a half. Get Mike with the ideas. All right. 1989 Batman. Yeah. Just imagine how well that's aged. So does anybody else when they're writing go back and like fix spelling mistakes, or is it just me? Less than about 9 minutes left. Right, like you're stealing the words. Yeah, that's not probably a bad idea. Just don't worry about it. Go back later. 5 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. Right. 5 seconds. Finish your sentence. And oh, I didn't know I had a noise. All right. So how'd you do? EL, did you get any writing on this done? Or were you doing your work? We will be back doing this again on the 28th. So next Wednesday, back to Wednesdays, 7 p.m. If you want to join us again. If you are interested, he'll finish the novella. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. If you're interested, send me or Mike what you wrote, and we'll have somebody on the show. So there's two of us not saying anything the whole time. And we hope you come back and join us again. For those of you out there, thank you very much. Hope you're finding it a good half hour. Mike and I are back next. Hold on. Oh, good grief. One sec. Let me tell you when Mike and I are back. I think it's tomorrow night. Yep. Who are we with tomorrow night? 7 p.m. tomorrow with Ann Geaver. And if you live anywhere on the Eastern Seaboard, go grocery shopping and load your house for a pretty brutal weekend, especially if you're in the southern part of the Eastern Seaboard and aren't used to it, and stay home. And with that, read us what you wrote. I tell you what, we'll start off next time doing that. And that way it will give people some time to come in before we do the prompt. So I'll read some next time. That's the way we'll start it from now on. All righty. Thank you all very much for joining. Appreciate it. Have a lovely evening and stay warm and safe. Bye-bye.